So, good evening, participants. This side Madhvi, your host for Krishi Manthan 30 Days International Summer School Training Program. So, it is India's largest training program, jointly organized by Utkarsh PDKV Kola Center and Shri Konda Lakshman, Telangana State Horticulture University, Hyderabad. So, we will be covering 25 plus modules related to agriculture and agripreneurship. The stakeholders, participants of this program are students, scientists, working professionals, farmers, and all industry persons. In this program, we will cover the topics in detail. Will be drone technology and agribots, hydroponics and polyhouse technology, rooftop farming, mushroom cultivation, pearl culture technology, biofloc fish farming technology, IoT, artificial intelligence, SaaS, and blockchain technology, and etc. So I welcome you all without taking much of your time. So we welcome our esteemed guest, Abhijit Shankar sir. So if I talk about for his introduction, he is in civil engineering with MBA in finance, having a work experience of 17 years in government and private sector, worked with Planning Commission of India, dealing with PPP policy farming, worked with government of Jharkhand in facility and framing projects on the double P, worked extensively in private sector as a strategist to bring innovation in government projects through technology, working with Ajas Aerospace Private Limited as a founding member looking after strategic alliances and capacity building of the firm. So I welcome you, sir, here. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Madhvi, and very good afternoon to everyone present out here. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay, so at the outset, I would thank Just Agri for inviting me again to their seminar on agripreneurship. This is something they do, which is bringing a massive change in the agriculture sector that is today. So agriculture today is not only about normal farming, normal harvesting, normal sowing, normal seeding. It is something about it is growing as an industry with newer technologies, newer things. So I represent a company which is named as Ojas Aerospace Private Limited. We are basically a drone as a service company. We have drones for spraying. We have drones for different kind of activities. But here we will be focusing on drones that is used in agriculture for spraying. We also have some apps that is connecting different stakeholders in the agriculture sector together, that is bringing them together and thereby completing the entire ecosystem in one app. So we'll be talking further when we go ahead and do that. So as of my introduction, Madhvi has already told me I'm a civil engineer with MBA, and I was working with Planning Commission of India for a longer period of time, and then I worked with Government of Jharkhand. I was basically looking after the PPP projects. So my interest area into agriculture is bringing different changes that it requires. So we'll start with a presentation, or do you want to make it interactive? It is up to the participants. How do we go about it?
If you want to share the PPT, you can, sir. Then
Sure.
we will circulate among the groups also.
Sure, I'll do that. So I'll majorly focus on what we are doing and how we are uh, bringing in agripreneurship into different parts of the society. Let me share my screen. So we are into smart farming and crop monitoring. Agriculture today has become not only about farming, about the rote method of seeding and then fertilizing and then growing the crops, but many newer techniques have come in. So we basically focus on technology-based farming. So this is our app, which is known as Harvest, Analyze, and Learn. We have done technological integrations, like we have utilized advanced technologies like drones, IoTs, artificial intelligence, and farm GPT for agricultural innovation. We have connected retailers, brands with the farmers so as to completely ease the agriculture ecosystem. We have got Hal Sathis, which is generating employment amongst the agripreneurship. We provide services like crop health monitoring. We do rental equipments. We then do drone spraying, and we provide real time information with these kind of activities. I mean, we have an app which actually goes to the farm. It captures the farm. It analyzes with our different sensors that is installed in the drone, that what exactly is the problem with the product, what exactly is the problem with the produce, and accordingly we suggest what kind of medicines and what kind of pesticides to be sprayed over there. So that is what we do in our crop intelligence system. So we have an integrated platform wherein uh, it unifies and integrates advanced technologies such as drones, IoT, AI, and Farm GPT. We have diverse services offering. The platform offers a wide range of services addressing multiple challenges in agriculture, including crop health monitoring, advisory, equipment, and rental services. Data-driven insights, Health Sathi network, which we have already done there. So this is what we do. We from drone imagery, we take sensor technology. Different kind of sensors are installed there. Multispectral cameras, thermal cameras are installed in the drones, which then captures the image, and it is then analyzed in our labs, and we then say what exactly is the plant, the problem with the crops, what pesticides and disease detection we do. We then do precision agriculture, where we enable precise resources application by mapping field variations. We are also into satellite imagery, wherein our satellites are given data based on the farm data that we acquire, and from those we do large scale monitoring of farms, wherein identifying what kind of not only diseases, but we also support government with the in at the time of floods, at the time of different data that government requires. That is also helping us in weather and climate monitoring. So spectral analysis is something whereas various sensor and spectrometers are installed for different kinds of imageries that is being taken from the farm, that is used for again crop analysis and soil health assessment. This is something about IoT and sensor analysis that we do. We do data fusion. We have different kind of algorithms wherein advanced machine learning algorithms are analyzed and integrated with the data. Decision supports are then required by the top management of the pesticide companies, the farmers, the different kind of bodies that we do. So continuous monitoring actually gives a real-time monitoring of crop conditions and environmental factors. For example, in a field, if we are doing a monitoring for a longer period of time, we can say that which crop and which disease can be found in which part of the field, and accordingly we give different kind of solutions for getting the produce in a for getting the produce in a better way. This benefits the farmer also and the end user as well, so that and the entire linkage in between the producing and selling of the farm produce is eased out. In a crop health monitoring system, for example, there is delayed crop health response. If the crop health is not analyzed properly in a proper time, solutions would not be given to them, and the farmer would have sustained a huge loss by them. But our solution brings in the drone and AI monitoring system, so that is being taken care of here. Then again, farmers have got limited access to farming equipments. We normally in different parts of our country, farmers are not able to afford the equipments that are newer in technologies. So we then we give them in rentals. We allow farmers to access our machineries and our utilize our things so that they are also focused towards technologically advanced farming. Lack of precise information and advisory services can result in suboptimal farming practices and reduced yields. So what we do is our app offers crop advisory services utilizing AI and data analytics to provide farmers with tailored advice for improved agricultural practices. Then insufficient crop spraying. Traditional methods of crop spraying normally do not cover and consume much more time and are less efficient. So the application is also very uneven and for pesticides and fertilizers. What we do is we integrate drone technology to offer precise and efficient drone spraying services, enhancing the effectiveness of crop inputs. We have got drones of different sizes, payload capacities. For example, 10, we have got drones of 10-liter capacity, 15-liter capacity. So based on the size of farm, based on the area of, we deploy our drones according to the size. So soil testing is very much important factor for good produce in farming. Lack of accurate soil testing and analysis can result in improper fertilization and nutrient management. Our lab includes AgriPath Lab and soil testing services to provide farmers with crucial insights into soil health, enabling informed decisions about fertilization. So these things that we do actually improve the yield. We also are tied up with different financial institutions and insurance institutions wherein we provide them the data of the crop that we acquire from the field. Based on that, they judge the farmer's ability and capability over the period of time for their produce, and they support them with loans, advances. They also insure their products, and for insurance companies, we provide them with the exact data of what exactly was the farm condition before and what exactly is the farm condition now. So if there is any kind of mishap or insurance claim is taken, they also can avail these facilities. Irrigation automation is the another thing that we are doing with our app. So inefficient irrigation practices can lead to water wastage and suboptimal crop growth. Water is the most essential thing in farming. Our app integrates irrigation automation, leveraging IoT and AI to optimize irrigation schedules and improve water use efficiency. Then transportation and storage. We are not only limited to crop advisory and going into the farm and taking the stock of the farm situation, but we are also giving transportation facilities and storage facilities to the farmer based with types from different agencies. Uh, Limited days post-harvest losses due to short storage of farming equipment. Inadequate transportation and storage facilities can lead to post-harvest losses and market inefficiencies. What we do is we address this problem by providing services related to transportation and storage, ensuring a streamlined supply chain. We also then do capacity development for farmers. We provide labor, skilled labor for different kind of activities that is required for in the field. For example, skilled labor are shortage are much in shorter capacity in the farming. So we make them available and we manage them. Is the thing that we again do it from our app. I mean, our app is not only a technological app, but it is also a social app wherein all farmers and farming related activities, all the stakeholders are there. So now the other problem is farmers struggle with product marketing. They may struggle with their produce accessing markets for exports. So we have got we are tied up with IFCO and different organizations like Syngenta and others. So they do their marketing through our app and through our workforce. And our app actually helps facilitate agri input sales, crop marketing, and export services. They help farmers connect with markets and buyers for their agriculture products. So what I try to show in the above slide set is about the agripreneurship in different kinds of sectors, different kinds of verticals in which we could indulge ourselves as an agripreneur. So it is not only that we should have a farm and then we can become an agripreneur. but there are different sectors, there are different verticals wherein if we involve ourselves, we can get into the system of entrepreneurship. So this is our overall business overview. What we do drone mapping, we then do drone spraying, we then agree business cost. It actually precision agriculture offers a major benefit with low expenses and high income. So what exactly we are doing is we are lowering the cost with improving the efficiency, and we are generating employment. We are making farmers accessible to different kind of technologies, newer technologies that come into market for in the field of farming. We then also provide a base for crop marketing, wherein through our app, through our workforce, farmers can produce and market their yield so that their margins are not uh, compromised upon. So these are the problems that farmers are facing right now, or they generally do, and we have this kinds of solution that we provide through our lab, which is harvest, analyze, and learn. So health and safety risks are there. Manual spraying can actually give you different kind of skin and respiratory problems because it is prone to exposure with chemicals and different things which are high risk, high prone to high risk health. Then farmers with advanced insights into fluctuating weather conditions, extreme events, enabling them to safeguard their crops and livestock. Timely information we provide, which empowers farmer to plan logistics and facilitates connection with retailers for prompt sales. Then we are giving them latest equipments and technologies for their farming needs, and we are giving them market access. So this is what exactly we do and how we do. So now who all can use Hull app? Agri shop owners can do it. Soil testing labs can do it. Insurance companies can use it. Logistic partners are using it. Drone companies are also using it. Rental equipment agencies are using it. So now we'll be dealing with what exactly the pain points are being faced by the farmers. And we have talked about it, but let us once again go through it. So limited access to advanced technologies, uncertainty in crop health monitoring, challenges in obtaining financial support and insurance, lack of precision in agriculture practices. These are the major pain points that are being faced by the farmers. So these can be used as a point of opportunity for all the agripreneurs, wherein you can come in and chip in and use these kinds of activities for your earning also. Then the farmers are facing agriculture brands to reach out to them is a very difficult job. Many of the farmers who are not able to afford it are not being able to get these kinds of products majorly. So there also you can come in as an agripreneur and become a retail partners for different companies, for different brands, and you can then use it as a livelihood for yourself also and for the betterment of the agriculture ecosystem as a whole. So these are, I mean, these slides also say how Hull app are addressing those needs, but as an agripreneur, you can also develop your systems, your uh, 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 technological skills and different things to get into these kind of pain points. So what we have done is we have made pain points of farmers into our opportunities. I mean, we earn through the pain points of the farmers that they are facing. Then the pain points of retailers are to connect with many different farmers, causing problems in reaching and helping their target customers efficiently. They face challenges because they don't have up-to-date information on what farmers need and current agriculture trends, making it tough to offer the right products. So our app addresses these kind of needs also. Herein also you can chip in and connect farmers with your local area retailers, and then the basic thing that you should do is to connect the farmer with the market. So these sectors also need agripreneurs at a greater level nowadays. We can also work in the logistic field, wherein transportation of crop and timely transportation of crop basically and with safety is very much needed for uh, minimizing the post harvest losses. So these kind of pain points can also be taken from logistic providers. So And then self-employed professionals. So there are limited opportunities to offer specialized services to farmers. So we can become consultants, and we can become agronomists for them, for farmers. So to give them better solutions for their produce, how to earn and how to earn more. Then we can work for government and institutions also. Government can have difficulty in reaching and supporting individual farmers. They don't have access to real-time data for policy making. So you can come into these areas also. You can associate with us for getting these kind of data also, and you can start your own health center in your area. So for agripreneurs, we are also giving them an opportunity if they cannot bring in their technologies, if they cannot bring in their ecosystem. You can work with Ojas Aerospace, and with our health centers, you can also become active in these kind of areas, and particularly in your interest of areas. Then for banking and financial institutions, we are giving uh, the them facilities for assessing the credit worthiness of farmers, risk assessment they can do. So these kind of pain points are where we can do our implementations. So service providers, we can become service provider wherein we can give uh, network farming technologies, network farming, and different kind of provide service can be provided to farmers. So I'll skip some of the slides. So this is our ICT dashboard that we do. So these kind of data we basically generate. Uh, what is the status of farm yield estimation, crop health, irrigation, and so on and so forth. So this is how we analyze our reports. So drones equipped with high resolution camera capture images of the agriculture field. You can see here. And then it is processed through AI algorithms. Images are taken and identified and counted. Those we can also count individual plants, providing accurate plant population data. The Hull app platform generates a detailed report on the distribution and density of plants in the field. So plant population analysis we can do. Then the major thing is pest damage analysis. So this is also being done by us through advanced sensors and different multispectral cameras to get the signs of pest damage on crops. Then again, we process them through AI and other algorithms that we have in our labs, and we then get insights on severity of infestation. We then generate report providing insights into severity of infestation and how do we go about it. So we can see that in this pictorial representation, you can see a field, you can see a greener area, which is very fine. And we can see red and yellow dots in the zoom picture, where you can see potential pest diseases are these, and pest disease which are already there. I mean, yellow ones are the potential pest disease which can convert into disease, which are not yet a full-fledged disease infestation, but they are about they can be into a full-fledged disease if we don't get it recovered. So red dots are the complete pest diseases. Then again, we come to disease detection and its analysis. We again do the same thing. We take imagery of the field through different sources, and we then segregate into what fine, normal crop, potential the crops which are potential to the diseases, and the plants which are already into some problem. We also take care of plant stress analysis, temperature, humidity, and nutrient levels. We do it. So different accuracy levels are there. Based on that, data is processed and results are generated. Then again, we segregate into fine potential plant stress and the plants which are into stress. and we normally do it in the parameters of temperature, humidity, and nutrient levels. Weed control analysis is also something which is very important why you do farming. So we then identify weed growth within the crop fields. I mean, and we process it through AI processing. From normally from naked eye, you cannot see which into which area the weeds have developed. So from drones flying over the crops and then taking high density images, then we can easily identify the weed areas and we can take corrective measures for that. For flowering analysis, we can do for different stages of crops. You can see here the full flowering. Our crops are in green color. The areas which are flowering is in yellow colors. Where there is no flowering, it is shown in red color. So these kind of analysis we do. We also capture high resolution aerial images to provide a comprehensive overview of the entire agricultural landscapes. These again are processed through AI and different algorithms that we have. A report is generated for this thing. We also do nitrogen status analysis. We have done it for some cocoa plants in Africa. The accuracy level is 93%, but we are still developing some algorithms to make it even more accurate. So our special sensors measures nitrogen levels in the soil and crops. We then process it through the same method and report is generated. So we can see excellent vegetation is shown in light green color, good vegetation is shown in dark green color, poor vegetation is shown in yellow color, and where there is no vegetation, it is in red color. So nitrogen status analysis is also something which is very important for proper yield production. Then for government and for farmers also, water logging analysis is very much essential. For example, where exactly in the field is water is logged, so that this also affects the yield production. So through drone imagery, we can do this as well. Similarly, drought analysis can also be done for a field. We can see these are actually actual reports that we are showing you. So the fine areas are shown in green color. The areas which are potential to water drought is shown in yellow, and the areas which are actually in dearth of water is shown in red color. You can see that. So we also can see the canopy analysis done through this. Evapotranspiration and moisture analysis can be done. We collect data through different sensors which measures evaporation rate and soil moisture content. So through this app, we are actually digitizing the farms and digitizing the farmers. Basically, you can say that we are not only digitizing the farms, but we are digitizing the farmers. So data collection technologies can utilize drones and satellites for high resolution images and data collection. Then real time crop information is being done. Potential buyers can see what exactly is growing in which kind of field, and we can then connect the potential buyers with the farmers. For example, if someone is trying to buy some particular product, they can see through our app which area is growing this kind of products in a better way. Then government compensation can be taken care of this. Agronomists and expert recommendations are being done through this. Advisory services are being given through this. Quality agrochemicals and fertilizer companies can actually optimize their supply chain. Automation and digital twin are being created. Creates digital twin of each farm, capturing its physical and operational characteristics. We enable automation that enables automation of farm process and tasks. We for virtual farming can be done from anywhere. I mean, you sitting from anywhere can do farming at your place. You can manage and monitor farms from anywhere in the world. Remote farming facilitating greater flexibility and accessibility to your farms. We then create two-way network for stakeholders. We involve various stakeholders such as retailers, logistics providers, agronomists, government agencies, crop marketing companies, and financial institutions on a single platform, which provide multiple perspective on farm-related activities and service. They provide services. So we do crop loss assessment, which can be done through this. Crop marketing services can be done through this. Social media like farm networks is being created through this. So what exactly is the benefit of the farm network concept? So this is basically empowering farmers. It is a data-driven innovation. We have market access at fair pricing. We have environmental sustainability. We bring policy support to government. We then the entire community is collaborated for that fosters a sense of community among farmers and stakeholders. There is efficient supply chain is being created. Global accessibility is given from a single place. Uh, Precision agriculture can be done, and risk mitigation and insurance can be taken into account. So again, this is the benefits of how it can be done through Hull app. Our benefits are. I see S Praveen is raising his hand. Yeah, Mr. Praveen, do you have any question or should I go ahead?
Sir, in the end, we will like open the chat book. So if they will be having any query, they can like
Okay.
write. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So these kind of benefits are then be provided through our app for different government agencies, for agri businesses. We provide different kind of benefits. So we have already dealt with these earlier also. For researchers and academia, we can give data, real-time world data for research and innovation. Knowledge can be exchanged, for example, of different kind of case studies can be done. Financial institutions can benefit from these kind of things. Technology providers have got a platform for integration of innovative technologies into farm network. Market can get direct access to large network of farmers and technology of adoption. Environmental agencies can do real-time data for monitoring and promoting sustainable farming practices. Impact of different kind of agricultural activities or environment can be easily taken from these kind of initiatives that we do. Then consumers can have visibility into the origin and production practices of different agricultural products. And we encourage sustainable farming practices. So these are the features and benefits of digital farm community. Farmers, experts, and stakeholders form a collaborative community within the platform. Its benefit is knowledge sharing, mutual support, and collaborative problem solving. So for any kind of agripreneurship, for any kind of collaborative business, these kind of the communities are very much essential, where you can share your knowledge, you can share your outputs, and digital market can be created. It is a two-way network. Stakeholders have multiple perspectives on farm-related activities. A pesticide company can have different perspective. An agronomist can have different perspective. The farmer himself can have different perspective. The food manufacturing industry can have different perspective. So it is efficient communication and collaboration and access to a diverse range of services that we can do from a single source. It is a real-time monitoring system, so real-time advisory services can be provided. We then integrate marketplace as a whole. Direct connectivity between farmers and potential buyers is being given. But this will bring fair pricing, broader market access, and reduce reliance on intermediaries. We can do, I mean, many of us can be sitting from a far place and managing our farms through these kind of initiatives. This will again increase accessibility and flexibility, opportunities for remote engagement. You can do different kind of activities at the same time. So why to subscribe for these kind of apps, or why to get into collaboration with these kind of companies which are working into digitization of farms, digitization of farming activities, and basically into technology-based agriculture system. So it brings in comprehensive farm management. It enhanced government. It brings market access at fair pricing. Government and financial decisions are easy to take by the policymakers. Risk mitigation and quick compensation can be given. Sustainability and environmental impact study can be done. Supply chain is optimized, and so on and so forth. So this is how we seed and input tracing. Drones capture images, and this is again the replica of that slide. How do we trace it? So we'll quickly go through it just to show you these slides. Then we have water sources tracing. How do we monitor irrigation activities and water distribution patterns? Then how to track soil moisture levels and water usage. Pest and disease tracing that is being done. Harvest and yield tracing that is being done. These can capture crop maturity and readiness for harvest. I mean, crops harvested also at a proper time is very much essential. So IoT devices monitor yield parameters such as height and quality, weight during the harvesting process. Precision farming techniques enable the mapping of field variations across different parts of the field. And data integration and analytics can be done. Traceability reports and recommendations can be given through such kind of activities wherein reports, if it is generated, outlined, and also you can also do it on your own based on your abilities and skills. But getting in collaboration with such kind of technological companies can actually improve your working skills. So different kind of parameters that are being set, that are being done in this can help you in a long run for your businesses. So these are our clients and associates. We work with IFCO, we work with like CAR, we work for Davis, we have worked for Patanjali, we have worked for Sky Drones, we have worked for Flying Wedge, Dronacharya, PDRL Alpine. We have worked for Government of Bihar, Drone Destination. We have done for W Professional University. We have worked extensively with Bihar Agricultural University. We have worked for Endeavor Air, IoTech. Then we have worked for Shobit University, Syngenta, and UPL. For example, Syngenta and UPL and IFCO are the pesticide companies, and so wide range of clientele we have in different sectors that are working in agriculture. So this is we are promoting our agripreneurship through Health Center. We are involving agripreneurs. We are involving block level and panchayat level young forces to come into our ecosystem and open a health center. The basic aim of health center is to create one-stop solution across the country by utilizing drones, robots, AI, deep tech at grassroots level. It will be a multi-utility digital innovation and experience center for shopping, exploring awareness and services across the spectrum. With one digital smart kiosk, health center is facilitating products and services to farmers, retailers, brand logistics, self-employed and government institutions. So different kind of people can collaborate into it, different kind of activities as per their interest, as per their skill set. So you can come into our network as a farmer, you can come into our network as a logistic provider, you can come into our network as a agronomist, you can come into our network as a for giving advisory services. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is all about our app. Any questions, any kind of interactions that is there, we are open for it.
Okay, sir. So should we open the chat box? like to interact with the participants. Okay. Okay, participants, we have opened the chat box. You can ask your queries and you can interact with the sir also. So someone is asking, does it help for the network poor areas?
I don't think in India now there exists any area which is poor in any kind of mobile network. I mean, yes, it works on 3G, it works on 4G. 3G is accessible everywhere in the country nowadays. We are doing it in Kashmir. We are working in Kashmir in remote areas, and we are perfectly working for that.
Pushpanjali is asking, is this app used in any state?
Sorry.
Uh, she's asking, is this app used in any state?
Yes, yes, we are doing it in JNK. We are doing it in Bihar. We are doing it in Uttar Pradesh. We are doing it in Madhya Pradesh. So, in different parts of countries, we are doing it.
How to work with you as entrepreneur? Someone is Priti Mishra is asking.
So
How to work with
you can subscribe the Hull app. It is there on Apple Store. It is there on Android system Play Store as well. So you can install that, and you can put in your interest in which capacity do you want to work as a Hull Sati or as a farmer or as an agronomist. So depending upon that, we can start working with you. And then you can also start a health center that we are doing it at block level, at different panchayat level, wherein a kiosk is being set up for a common service center kind of a thing for agriculture, wherein we'll be putting up a drone for different kind of services through drone, and all the businesses in that block would be channelized through you. Commissions would be given to you for the activities that we are doing. Marketing and sales of different kind of products can be done through you. So based on your skills and based on your interest area, you can come into our collaboration. It is Hull app, HAL.
Uttam is
See, for
asking, do drones take pictures of insect symptoms or actual insects?
See, we don't take picture of actual insects, but we analyze what kind of infestations have been done, what kind of diseases have been done in different. I mean, we are doing it for horticulture also. In Kashmir, we are doing it for apple orchards. In for paddy fields also, we are doing for different kind of fields we do, and we analyze what kind of disease infestation has been done. We don't actually take picture of an actual insect. Yes, yes, it is used in all the states. And it is not that a poor farmer or a small landholding farmer cannot benefit from it. See, I would say it is very much beneficial for a small farmer because we are connecting market directly through this app. So a small farmer who has to go through different steps for getting his produce sold, and in between his margin is also being compromised. This app would give him an access to market full on, and he can sell his produce at his margin level. No, there is no initial payment or any kind of payment is needed for the app or for starting a health center. It is only a security deposit for a kiosk, a TV kiosk that is being taken, and nothing else. If you want to purchase drone, there also we can help you with getting it through bank loans, through subsidies, but you don't have to pay anything to the company for getting this app installed, getting this app.
So I just want to ask, like, how did you get the idea of making this app? Like,
See, our founder comes from a remote area in Bihar. So while working, he has analyzed this problem that farmers are producing, but they're not getting proper inputs from different like if you have a body, if you don't get it checked at a regular interval, your body would not function properly. So is the farm. You have to have good market accessibility. You have to have good uh, uh, network of agronomists and scientists who can actually work on your farms. So every farmer can actually not get into it, cannot afford it. But if we bring it into mass level, we can bring some change into agriculture system as a whole. So we are working with that vision that we will digitize. See, everybody is working on digitization of farms and other things, but nobody has digitized farmers as of now. So our app is Facebook for farmers. I mean, you can access it as a Facebook for farmers as well. And then technology, drones and these things are very costly. So as of now, many farmers cannot afford it. So through this collaborations, we can get it accessible to all kind of farmers, whether it is a small landholding farmer, whether it is a rich farmer, any kind of activity can be done.
Anil Kumar is asking, this app may be used for poultry and sheep farming selling.
See, as of now, we have used it for crops only, but then for poultry and sheep farming, we can. Yes, we also have uh, e-commerce involved into this app. I mean, there are different activities apart from agriculture. There are different activities that we are doing through this app. So yes, we can do it, but as of now, we have not ventured into poultry and these kind of activities. We have started it with agriculture activity as a main part for it.
And Dr. Ravi is writing, sir, as our country is not still in such economical condition that our maximum farmer can afford it. In because maximum farmer in India is still marginal.
Sir, everybody today have an access to a smartphone and basic app which is free. For example, Facebook and uh, Instagram. Everybody has an access to it. So I don't think accessing our app would be any more expensive than that. I mean, if anybody has a normal smartphone, normal data SIM working with them, they can use this app and have the access to that. Yes, spraying of pesticides through drones, and then drone services are a bit expensive, but then we charge only 500 rupees an acre for that. So when few farmers can club, they can easily do it. I mean, this will be easy for them on their pocket as well. This would be an efficient technology as well, and एक लेबर भी दिन भर काम करता है तो they are paying good amount of money to them. So if that drone is being given, we do it as an Ola for of drones. They can book it. Our rental services can be given to them, and they can use it that way. It is
So
not that every farm. Sorry,
they are asking for the app link.
I will share it with you if you can share it with the participants. I don't have
Yes,
it
sir,
right.
will circulate among the groups.
Yes,
And someone is asking, sir, is this app marketplace for medicinal mushroom?
you can do it. You can market any produce that you are doing.
They're writing, sir, can we sell fresh fruits or vegetables through this app? If yes, what's the process?
See, first you download the app, and then you will be able to see what exactly is being done. You can this is a marketplace for everything that you grow. It, so you can grow and put your produce there, and we can help you in that. Your farm would be mapped, your farm would be analyzed, every kind of services would be given to you after that. So the app is present as HAL at Play Store and Apple Store both. I'll share it with Miss Madhvi. She'll be able to share the app link with all of
Yes,
you.
sir. I'll circulate among the groups. So participants, drop your queries and questions if you are having. You can interact with sir. Sir, in future, we how will we contact with you if needed?
I'll give. Can I share the number of the person who can help them out?
Yes, you can write your number in the like chat box if you want, sir.
This is my number. You can interact with me for any kind of assistance, and I'll connect you with all kind of technical persons and whatever economists that you want.
Is there any hall center in Telangana?
Telangana, as of now, we don't have any health center, but we are planning to start a state partner very soon. So I think in another couple of months there will be. But if you want to start, you can send in your query. We'll definitely come back to you.
Is any
West
hall
Bengal,
center in
West Bengal, our state partner has been finalized. We are now in the process of starting health centers there. Sure, you can do that from Warangal. Drop in the number above shared is a WhatsApp number. You can drop in your credentials and we'll come back to you for that.
Saranjot is asking where is the hall center in Punjab?
We have health centers in Jammu Kashmir right now, Uttar Pradesh right now, Bihar, and Madhya Pradesh. We have in Lucknow, we have in Raebareli, then we have in Hardoi district, then we have in Gorakhpur district at 2 blocks. So details would be shared for you.
In future in Rajasthan, someone is asking.
Yes, yes, why not? We are open for all the states. I mean, we need partners for opening these kind of centers. So if you are really interested, you can drop in your queries with interest areas and with location. We can get back to you.
Someone is writing nice information, Dr. Swamin.
Thank you very much, Dr. Swapnil.
I am fully interested, sir. Madhukar.
Madhukaji, if you can get in touch with me with your credentials, we'll be much more happy to serve you. See, in forestry, we have got recent. I mean, today itself, Forest Department, Government of Jharkhand has approached us for drone purchase and its usage. So in forestry, we can do it in many kind of activities like again the disease detection, the fire detection. Uh, then we can do it for different kind of surveillances. We can do it for different kind of assessment of trees and what kind of trees are placed where. Population analysis. We can do it for many things. See, you need to be in any kind of agriculture sector for being eligible for starting a health center. I've already shared my contact number. I'll again share that with you. Share that. No, no. I mean, we are, as of now, we are focused on agriculture. But yes, in future, we can sell anything from this app. But as of now, it is focused in agriculture sector. Yes, drones have subsidies. There are different subsidies based on the many state governments have their policies on drone subsidies. There are there is an AIF funding for drones. So there are many kind of subsidies for purchasing drones.
Charanjot, I hope you got the number.
You can check illegal activities in the forest by we can use surveillance drones for that. We also have surveillance drones. So for different kind of surveillance, night vision surveillance, we can deploy these drones and we can do it. In Bihar, we have traced illegal liquor. We have done for government of Bihar for tracing illegal liquor manufacturing and its supply. So forestry also we can do it.
It is very much useful to check illegal activities in the forest. And thanks for fruitful lecture. Vishal is welcome.
That is what I was replying for.
According to you, agri subject is better for future for student because I am recently completed 12th class.
Yes, agriculture is the backbone of your country. So, and the innovations and technicalities that is now coming into agriculture sector, this is something which is going to grow in the recent future.
Can you please share this with
PPT, I'll send it to Ms. Madhvi. PPT and the link of the app, she can share it with you all.
As I finish now horticulture degree, shall I start up a new business or study AVM?
See, horticulture business in Kashmir is very much flourishing. I mean, sitting here, we are not visualizing what kind of horticulture industry Kashmir has, but it has got great scope. So you can study ABM as well, but if you have horticulture degree, you can go and help the farmers over there. They are looking for people. They are looking for professionals who can help them grow their produce very properly.
In Karnataka. Okay.
You can
So,
very much associate with local horticulture universities and then local growers associations. There are growers association in different states for the fruits that they grow. So you can get in touch with them and they can easily help you. I mean, horticulturists are in demand right now. For high density produce, there are people who are looking for them. For different kind of high density produce, I mean, for in oranges, in apples, they are looking for it.
so from this app, what do you think in which sector farmers are well benefit by using this app?
Sorry, I did not get it.
She's writing, sir, from this app, what do you think in which sector farmers are well benefit by using this app?
They are getting crop advisory services and they are getting direct access to the market. So these are the two main USPs that we are providing.
Okay, drop down your queries fast. So,
So
sir,
I
I
think
guess they are done with, yeah, they are done with their queries.
so
So
I
before
thank
concluding
Just
the
Agree.
session,
I thank just
Thank you
for
from
this
our side.
opportunity.
A big thank you on the behalf of everyone. So, delivering such a thought-provoking lecture, and I can see how many students and participants can be taking interest and like they interact with you and having their queries. So, thank you
Sure.
so much,
Thank
sir.
thank you. Thank
Thank
you very much, ma'am. I'll share the PPT and link with you if you can do that. Share that with
Sure,
everyone.
sir. Sure.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. So I welcome now Shikha, your next host for Krishi Manthan program. Over to you, Shikha.
So, hello everyone. This side Shikha, your host. So now we welcome esteemed guest Dr. Amrinder Reddy. So I would like to share some of his achievements and insights. Dr. Amrinder Reddy completed PhD from ICR Indian Agriculture Research Institute, New Delhi. Then after joined Agriculture Research Services, ICR, in year 2001 with first posting at IIPR Kanpur. From then onwards, mostly engaged in agriculture and rural policy, research, consultancy, and trainings in various premier institutions. He also having hands-on experience in heading training centers as he worked as director and Director Center for Knowledge Management, ICT and Mass Media in Agriculture Extension at National Institute of Agriculture Extension Management, Hyderabad. Earlier worked as Associate Professor at Administrative Staff College of India, Hyderabad, as Senior Research Officer at Bankers Institute of Rural Development, Lucknow, and also as a Principal Scientist at ICR, New Delhi. He also worked for a short period at Indian Institute of Public Administration, New Delhi, and also National Council of Applied Science and Policy Research, New Delhi. He published more than 100 research articles in national and international journals, including economic and political, weekly food policy, food security, manufacturing and service operation management, current science, irrigation and drainage, Indian Journal of Agriculture Sciences, Agriculture Economics Research Review, and Indian Journal of Agriculture Economics. He is reviewer for international journals like World Development, Food Policy, Food Security, Journals of Decision Sciences, etc. He is columnist of the Tribune, Financial Express, Business Line, The Pioneer, and The Statements. He is fellow of different professional associations, including Kanpur. He is also editor board of Sage Open Humanities and Social Sciences Communication, Agriculture Economics Research Review, Journal of Food Legumes. He has completed consultancy research projects, NABARD, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare and Planning Commission, Government of India. So it's an honor for us, sir. You are here and I welcome you, sir. Sir, you are not audible.
Thank you very much for inviting me for this very important Krishi Manthan. I also thank Just Agriculture for inviting me. Can I share my presentation? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Now it's moving. Slides are moving. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Slides are moving, no?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. I am basically an agricultural economist. Hence, I deal with agricultural policies, innovations, entrepreneurship. In this lecture, probably I may take about 1.5 hour related to historical perspectives. Now, that is very important, very, very important. You have to understand the current scenario, to understand what are the future prospects. You have to understand your past, because everything, whatever now, it depends on your past. It is also equally applicable to any country, any agriculture sector. So keeping that in view, I just my outline of presentation is evolution of agricultural policies. I will start from, say, 300 years back or 400 years back, Mughals, then Britishers, then independent India, and then how the food security problems are overcame, and how we solved all these problems, one by one, and how we have reached this stage, and what will be the future. Then reasons for low farm incomes. We all know farmers' incomes are very low when compared to non-agricultural workers, when compared to urban sector, when compared to other sectors. So why the farmers' incomes are low? That is very, very important. Government of India preference also how we can increase farmers' income. That is very, very important. And current status of MSP, minimum support prices. You all know, maybe some people may be knowing farming background. Generally, the paddy or wheat farmers generally sell to the Food Corporation of India, and otherwise they sell at outside markets. Outside markets is current status of APMC market. There are two options to farmers, whether they can sell it to MSP at Food Corporation of India, or they may be selling at APMC market, mandis. We call mandis. Every block is having some mandis. And because of these policies, historically, why some states are much developed, why some states are very less developed. Like Punjab and Haryana, agriculture is very much developed. Like Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, these states are agriculturally not that developed. Why that differences are there? And because procurement, MSP is procurement is taken by the Food Corporation of India, efficiency in procurement operations. Government of India buys paddy and wheat from the farmers. What is the cost involved in buying logistic transport, milling, and sending it ultimately to the ration shop for ultimate consumption? What are those costs involved? And why some other crops are not that much we are self-sufficient, like pulses, we are not self-sufficient. And oil seeds, we are importing about 60% of our domestic consumption. So we are not still self-sufficient in these pulses, oil seeds, some other crops. Why we are not self-sufficient? Whereas some other crop like paddy, wheat, fisheries, some and meat, we are surplus, and we are exporting much, and way forward from assured prices. So these are all some of the things I will take care in this 1.5 hour lecture. And so we go back to 1950s, means even Mughals rule. Mughals rule means maybe 1700 years. From there, Mughals rule started. So during that period, how our agriculture looked like, how our villages looks like. And for example, during that period, there is no mechanization, and there is nothing like that. There is no tractors, there is no cell phones, there is no big markets. Only there are village market, weekly market used to be there every Monday market or Sunday market, like that. In that, about 10, 20 nearby village farmers used to come there. They will sell whatever they are producing, and like that. That is the system. There is no big markets. There is no government markets. There is no APMC market. There is no procurement. Only small farmers used to go to that weekly markets. Whatever they are producing, they may sell there. And generally, 95% of the farmers are fully self-sufficient in all aspects. For example, they may grow paddy, wheat, millets, tamarind, pulses, oil seeds, spices, whatever they require. Generally, they grow on their own farms because the farm size are huge. Maybe some 50 acres, 60 acres, 70 acres during that period, because population is not that much. So they grow whatever they everything. And now the agriculture contributes even for farmers about 40-50% of income. But during that period, all the villages, maximum villages, there is no big towns, maximum all the villages, all the households, they exclusively 99% they depend on agriculture because there is no other services. Non-agriculture is not developed. So 100% farmers in the villages are self-sufficient maximum. A little bit surplus is there. They may go to weekly markets and they buy other necessary items like plow, like what are utensils, entertainment. These are all the markets, are even cultural centers, gambling, and all these used to be taking place in these weekly markets. Now also same structure. Weekly markets you must have seen a similar structure, but not that much bigger ones. So this is the system. And during that period, even this West Bengal, Bihar, Odisha, these are highly prosperous states. Why? Indo-Gangetic belts, highly fertile soils, water is plenty. They use it to grow very commercial crops like cotton. India is the richest country during that period. After China. China is also richest country. India is also richest country, richer than America. We used to produce a lot of cotton. 1700 like that. So the kings are rich, farmers are rich like that. But all on and off there are some famines also. Famines used to be there because there is no storage structures. There is no big godowns. There is no government like that. So we are producing a lot of cotton. Our khadi industry is very famous across the world. We use it we used to produce very fine khadi, cotton, and that is used to be exported to all across in the world, China, Europe, and all these places. Our cotton clothes, khadi clothes, used to be exported to London and all. But during 1700 started East India Company and all. They slowly, because they first, guns, industrial revolutions, they started in Manchester, London, and all these things. They started first rifles, guns, etc. They started occupying, coming big ships. They constructed. They traveled across the world. But India is lagging in that technological industrial revolution started in London and UK, America, Europe. So all these people, Portugal, Spain, all these people use it to, travel across the world, and they are occupied wherever they possible. Again, similarly, these people came to first Spain people came, then Portugal, then Britishers came, East India Company. So East India Company started fighting with Indian kings, and they started occupying some land, some jamins like West Bengal, Madras, Goa, this type of places they occupied. And once the industrial revolution started, what happened? In the Manchester, the cotton mills, they started prosperous. So they started lot of cotton mills. What they require in cotton mills? Maybe they require earlier, the first they started this diesel engine. They started, water mills. Then, all these big factories they started. They first mills they started from water, river, runoff water. Then slowly they, diesel pumps, petrol pumps, petrol. They used petrol, diesel like that. So they started big cotton mills. Now we use earlier our khadi industry. Khadi is like cotton mills use it to supply clothes to export clothes to UK. Now it is reverse is happening. They are manufacturing clothes etc. and they are importing to India through East India Company. So what they require now? They require raw material, raw cotton. So the first Indian regulated market 1886, first regulated cotton market started in India. It is started by the Britishers, Karanja place. So why they started regulated markets? Earlier, before regulated market, everything is weekly markets. Farmers use it to sell everywhere, whomever they wish. But Britishers want a lot of raw cotton. So they want regulation. They want to regulate. So farmers should not sell this cotton to anyone. Farmers have to sell to only British representatives, exporters. So the first regulation started in 1886. Regulation for what? To cotton, to regulate cotton, all this cotton market. Only farmers has to sell all this cotton to only British representatives, exporters. This cotton will be export to Manchester. Then those cotton mills, they produce cotton clothes, etc. They re-export to India with huge profit. So that is their motive. First legislation being the Bearer Cotton and Grain Market Act, 1887 Act. First regulated market started in 1886. Then after immediately Bearer Cotton and Grain Market Act, 1887. Again, you must be knowing Royal Commission on Agriculture. During 1920s, 1914 onwards, what is that 1914? 1914, first World War started, 1914. First World War started. What happened after this First World War? So we used to help Britishers. By that time, 1914, it occupied. Britishers occupied entire India. We have supported British in the war. So all these food grains, everything, we used to export to British and other their colonies to feed this military, sepoys, military. So there is a famine situation in India because we don't have food to our common citizens, our population. So then there is a lot of famine type of situations. War is one side. Again, there is a famine type of situation. So how to increase agricultural food grains, food self-sufficiency? That is the Royal Commission on Agriculture 1928. They gave a report. With that report, that Imperial ICR and all these things were started actually. And then the Agriculture Produce Marketing, Grading and Marketing Act 1937. So we started importing in much larger quantities. So we need to grade and market. Grading and marketing are important for export purposes. So we started Agriculture Produce Marketing Act 90, opium. We used to even export to opium during that period. And Model Bill in 1938, Cooperative Credit Societies. So slowly what happening? From 1930s onwards, British government prepared that, okay, India somehow sooner or later, India will become independent. So they started slowly establishing some institutions like cooperative credit societies, self-governance, cooperative movement also started. So Model Bill 1938, Cooperative Credit Societies Act, first Cooperative Credit Societies Act 1938. Again, after 1939, Second World War started. 1939 to 45, Second World War. It's almost, 6-7 years. Then the biggest thing is Bengal famine. Bengal famine, 1943. There are about 2 million people died because of the famine type of situation. And Japanese invasion neighboring Burma during that period. Invasion of Burma. And also a lot of, cyclone in 1942. So these are all created a famine type of situation, which is escalated. About 2 million people died. 20 lakh people died during that period. As a result of all this famine type of situation, British India started ICAR in 1944. ICAR in 1944, Indian Council of Agricultural Research. So by 1947, we got independence, and the first priority of government of India is, after independence, how to tackle food insecurity problem, food security problem, how to eliminate famine type of situation. So first 5-year plan and second 5-year plan, they mostly emphasized agricultural development. Agricultural development, 1951 to 52. And also irrigation. Irrigation is very, very important for agriculture development. So first and second 5-year plans, agriculture development or irrigation started. And 1952, okay, irrigation is there, agriculture development they emphasized. But how new technology can be spread to across India? Through National Extension Service. They started 1952 National Extension Service. And still, famines are a recurring phenomenon. Famines are recurring phenomenon because we are not having any high yielding varieties and all. So they started Essential Commodities Act 1955. 1955 Essential Commodities Act started. What is the main intention of Essential Commodities Act? So this until now there is no much regulation. Only the traders, commission agent, Haratiyas, they used to control all these markets. They used to hold, means they stockpile the rice, wheat, etc. And they create artificial scarcity. Then once you create a hoarding and artificial scarcity, what will happen? Prices will go up. Once prices go up from say 10 rupees to 50 rupees, they immediately sell at higher prices at 50 rupees. All these stocks. So they used to stock so much of tons of 1,000 tons of food grains. To avoid that, to restrict the stocks, they put Stock Limits Act. This is called Essential Commodities Act 1955. So nobody should not store more than 5 tons per commission agent. Every commission agent across India should not store more than 5 tons of food grains. That is the act. So as a result, what will happen? Nobody will stock more than 5 tons. Everything, whatever available excess of 5 tons, that will be in the market. So prices will be reducing. But still, we are in a famine situation because our yields are comparatively very, very low. Our yields are very low. And so during that period, Public Law 480. What is Public Law 480? Anybody? Anybody know Public Law 480? So Public Law 480 is because although we are rich in 17th century, 16th century when compared to UK and America, because of the Industrial Revolution, they become overnight rich, richer than all other countries. So what happened? we don't have developed agriculture. Our agriculture is very poor. Our industry is very poor. And we don't have anything to sell in the world market. That is our poor because of over exploitation with the Britishers. So, and during that period, the richest country in the world is America. Power is shifted from UK, British to America because First World War, it is won by America. Even Second World War, won by America. America has become the world leader in both economy as well as military power. So America promised India, America food aid, it is called food aid. So you don't have any foreign exchange because you are not able to sell any products in the world market. You don't have any dollars. Only if you sell in the world market, you will have dollars. If you don't sell anything in the world market, you don't have any dollars. So you don't have any dollars. Okay, we will help you. We will alleviate your poverty situation. How I can help you? I will sell food grains to India in Indian rupees. So we don't have US dollars. So we are only Indian. We are having Indian rupees because we are printing. India is printing Indian rupees, so we are having at least Indian rupees. So America promised that okay, I will sell food grains, rice and wheat to India in Indian rupees, and the Indian rupees earned through this will be used for aid, like missionary aid, or even education, missionary schools, Christian missionary schools, etc. So that is what. Yes. So this is public law 480. This is nothing but selling food grains to India in Indian rupees, and the earned money in terms of rupees will be used by the American in food aid, in industry, in Christian missionary schools, etc. So that is called public law 480. And during that period, every 15 minutes, one ship used to come to Indian ports. It is escalated by Indo-Pak War. Every 15 minutes, one ship used to come from India, from America to India with full of food grains. So what happened? This is a very scarcity situation, but there is a lot of activities in 1960s, lot of activities. So although the high yielding short duration varieties of rice and wheat started tested in Mexico, Mexico, and International Rice Institute in Philippines from 1950s onwards, 58, 56. But India started testing high yielding varieties from 1962 to 64 in a bigger scale, in a larger scale. We imported some hybrids, high yielding varieties from Mexico, America, and Philippines, and we started testing, especially Punjab, Haryana belt. And National Cooperative Development Act 1962. So again, to diffuse means you to disseminate the latest high yielding varieties across the irrigated area, across the farmers. They need cooperative movements, some groups of farmers. They started National Cooperative Development Act 1962. Some farmers organizations are required because now what we are calling about farmers producer organizations. But during that period, cooperative movements is very famous across the world. So we India started National Cooperative Development Act 1962. Again, in 1964, Food Corporation of India is started because food is very important. Once we import food, the food grains are all available in the port only, like Madras, Mumbai ports. And from ports to the ultimate consumer, somebody has to store, somebody has to warehouse, transport, etc. All these things were done by the Food Corporation of India because private players are very petty. Petty means very small traders. They cannot do in a big scale business. So Food Corporation of India, public sector, government started Food Corporation of India in 1964. And 1965 Indo-Pak War is there, that national security is a threat. So during that period, who is the Prime Minister? Who is the Prime Minister in 1965? Lal Bahadur Shastri. Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan slogan started. Jai Jawan for India's security defense and Jai Kisan for India's food security. So Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan started. That slogan is started. And this is what. So once we started testing high yielding varieties from 1962 to 64, we found, Government of India found, especially POSA Institute, they found that they are very good, giving very good results. Yields increased by 3 to 4 times, all of a sudden. So we imported high yielding variety seeds in a much larger scale. 18,000 tons of high yielding varieties seeds we have imported. So how we can spread across? So intensive agriculture district program. So Government of India identified some highly irrigated areas, because high yielding varieties require irrigation. So irrigated districts, they identified there, they disseminated these high yielding varieties. Many farmers were adopted under this intensive agriculture district program. And within 3 years, 1965, 66, and 67, there is no place to store food grains in Punjab and Haryana, especially. There is no space. 4 or 5 times increase in food grain production. So what they have done, they declared holidays for the schools and they stored these food grains in schools, government schools. Again, slowly farmers used to adopt, improve, not only seeds, even fertilizer. Fertilizer also started, farmers used to adopt, and fertilizer, some fertilizer factories are there in Mumbai, and most of the fertilizers we used to import from Russia and other countries. So again, to spurious seed, fertilizer, all these things, to control all these things, fertilizer control order 1970, fertilizer control order is started. Again, to stop, traders and commission agents to do all these malpractices, government put a restriction. What are the malpractices? So to procure, to buy in Punjab and Haryana where the food grains are plenty, and to sell these food grains in Odisha where lot of poverty is there. So because if they do like that, what will happen? Private people are known for all malpractices, and they hoard again, they stock, they hoard, and they escalate prices, speculate, and all these things. They rig the prices. To avoid that, what happened? They have put, Government of India put restriction on interstate trade. Why they put restriction? Okay, Punjab and Haryana, there is a lot of 3-4 times production increased. That production is procured by Food Corporation of India at MSP, Food Corporation of India at MSP. Then that food grain is sold in different places, West Bengal, Punjab, West Bengal, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, where there is a less production. So through all this system. So what happened during the 60s? APMC markets, they rejuvenated. There is a green revolution from 1962-65 and peaked in 1967. Again, State Trading Corporation of India. State Trading Corporation of India, when they have started? In, again, 1960s. Why they have started? Means whenever there is a scarcity, state trading corporation under the state government, they import from Russia, they import food grains from America, and they give that food grains to Food Corporation of India, and Food Corporation of India in turn transport to Warehousing Corporation of India, again warehousing corporation, godans, Huh? So all these are all in the government sector. Again, all these food grains will be sold through ration shops, public distribution system at village level. You all know that food corporation. No, you all know basically State Trading Corporation of India. You all know warehousing corporation, warehouses, big warehouses. You all know Food Corporation of India, godowns, and minimum support price, and also public distribution system ration shops. So entire all this infrastructure they started in 1960s and 70s. Again, 1975 NABARD started functioning. You need credit. Why you need credit? Because farmers are used earlier not used high yielding varieties, earlier not used fertilizer, pesticides, etc. With the grain revolution, most of the farmers started using fertilizer, pesticides, seeds. They started purchasing. Earlier, they used to use their own seed. Now they are started purchasing. Means what? They need credit. They need cash. So to provide cash and rural credit, they started NABARD. Again, during this period, as I mentioned, now we are emphasizing on farmer producer organizations. During that period, 1970s, 60s, cooperative movement is very strong. That why cooperative movement is very strong? That is the backbone of our independent, independent fight. Gandhiji, under Gandhiji, cooperative movement is started. So like that, that is the cooperative movement, 1950s, and that cooperative movement also helped in Operation Flood. What is Operation Flood? Korean started in 1970s, which is White Revolution. So White Revolution in Gujarat basically started from cooperatives. Backbone is the cooperative. Every village, the cooperatives, they collected the milk, they sold to the cooperatives, they process, ultimately they send to end consumers. And however, from 2002 onwards, even private sector, you see any villages, now cooperative milk federations are there, side by side, even private milk federations also there. They are also doing equally better, equal or even better than the cooperatives. So this is what? Big government institutions, Food Corporation of India, State Trading Corporation of India, Warehousing Corporation of India, NABARD, all these things are under government, and cooperative movement, and also from 2002 onwards, even private sector started. So everyone is important for policy making. Government is important, Warehousing Corporation of Food Corporation of India. Cooperative movement is important for milk revolution, white revolution, Operation Flood, and private sector. Private sector, especially a more popular in seed production. Yeah, you can go anywhere. I think my earlier presenter also horticulture. So many private people are there. Seed sector. So many private people are there. And poultry everywhere. Hyderabad, any state you can take. Most of the poultry is under private sector. So private sector is also essential. Again, all these are together, they form the National Agriculture Policy in 2000. National Agriculture Policy in 2000. Okay. However, what happened in 1980s? Okay, we have done reforms from 1960s onwards. 60s, 1970s, 20 years. We have done good progress. What happened after 1980s? 1980s, maybe most of you have not born. During that period, slowly industries liberalized. During 1980s, only the car company in India, across India, only car company is Ambassador. Whereas only two-wheeler companies, Bajaj. Only telephone companies, BSNL. Only airplane companies, Air India. These are all only, each industry, only one company is there. But during 1980s and 1990s, government of India started liberalizing. Liberalizing means they invited private companies, many private companies, like for example, car companies. Instead of only Bajaj, only Ambassador, they invited Maruti Suzuki, they invited Suzuki, They invited Hyundai, they invited all different car companies from across the world. Again, two-wheelers. Earlier, only one Bajaj company is there. Now, Hero Honda, Suzuki, a lot of companies, 10 brands are there. Even telephone also, only BSNL is there before 1980s. Now we are having again Airtel, Reliance, so many, some 10 companies are there in mobile companies also. So even Air India, now Indigo, all this SpiceJet, all this, so many companies. So once you increase the competition, increase the number of players, what will happen? The quality of phones increased, quality of cars increased, the quality of two-wheelers increased, technology improved, and prices came down. You see, anything which, if regularized, these things will happen. Quality will be improved, prices will go down. That means consumer will be benefited because of the competition among the producers. But that type of liberalization is not happened in agriculture sector. And APMC markets under state control and regulated. So this APMC market block level, you must have seen APMC market mandis. They used to have big walls and infrastructure within the APMC markets are very not in good shape. There is no storage godowns. There is no cold chains. There is no even a platform to sell, and there is no rooftops. So many problems are there, and even then they collect sales, market sales, and everything. Sales are very high, but they are not providing any facilities to the farmers. They are not providing any modern grow processing or food processing type of cleaning, grading type of infrastructure. So they are very in bad shape because there is no elections. There is no accountability to the farmers. So that type of, because they are only monopoly. All the farmers have to come to this APMC market. They have to sell their produce in this market only. There is no other way. So monopoly, that is called only one buyer is there, then only one seller is there, then it is called monopoly. When one seller is there, then it is called monopolistic power. So all these malpractices are there. All traders, commission agents, they collude each other because they know each other. Only 50 traders and commission agents are there in the each market. They know each other over the years. They collude. My PPT is visible. Hello? I am audible.
Yes, sir.
I am audible now. My PPT is visible.
Yes, sir. Visible.
Okay.
Yes.
So this created monopolistic. Only one buyer. Only one. All the farmers have to go to the APMC market. Then what will happen? They increase your market fees, they increase your sales, they commission, lot of commission, they commission. So all this, about 10% of the commission goes to this middleman and all. And this 10% has to be paid by the farmers. And in addition to that, we are knowing that 1955 Essential Commodities Act 1955, Essential Commodities Act 1955. So this stock limit, because of the stock limit, no big player, no big private player like Adani, Ambani, Reliance, because Adani, Ambani, and Reliance, big players, they only work under scale. They want big, millions of consumers. So they cannot, big stock limit, as I mentioned, stock limit means 5 tons. No private trader should store more than 5 tons. So what will happen? These big players will not come. Big players work on scale, means they want to store 5,000 tons. They want to trade in 5,000 tons across India, like that. But that scale is not allowed because there is a stock limit. clause is there under Essential Commodities Act. So private players are not there in agriculture market as against the two-wheeler, three-wheeler, four-wheeler and airplanes. Suppression of market signal, ad hoc ban on exports. And farmers, now also every day you are seeing in the newspapers, whenever the prices increase, government of India, onion, whenever the prices increases, what government of India's first restriction, first rule, export ban. Once you export ban, whatever the surplus is there with the farmers, they have to sell in the domestic market only, not export. Export price is 200 rupees per kg, but the government will ban the export market. That means what? Invariably, they sell in the domestic market at 20 rupees per kg. And no private storage is there, as I mentioned. Low post-harvest infrastructure, low post-harvest infrastructure, under investment in APMC market means no investment. All this, all this sales, market fee, commission, all this is used for political purposes, because APMC market chairman generally a politician. So they will siphon out this money to their political interest. They have not invested this sales, market fee, commission in the development of market infrastructure like cold storages, action platforms, etc. So this has happened. Government is not, government, all this, earlier 1980s slogan, Rajiv Gandhi Prime Minister 1980s, during that his famous slogan is there. Out of 100 rupees spent on public distribution system, only 15 rupees is going to the end consumer. That means remaining 85% is corruption. Of course, now lot of improvements are there, but during 1980s, lot of corruption is there in all these things. So mandi prices are rigged against the farmers. So actual market price outside the mandi, there may be some 100 rupees, but because most of the farmers are illiterate, these traders, commission agents, they buy at 20 rupees only, even the market price is 100 rupees. Harvest prices are crashing, off-season prices are skyrocketing. And so why? Because farmers immediately after harvest, they will sell to commission traders immediately at very low price, because immediately after harvest, prices will be low. During the harvest, the prices are low, 5 rupees per kg. But after 3-4 months, all the farmers sold to traders and commission agent, the prices will move from 5 rupees to 30 rupees per kg. So once prices reach 30 rupees per kg in the retail market, these traders will sell this entire stock in the private market, in the retail shops. So here the farmer is loser, because farmer is selling at 5 rupees per kg only, but the commission agents buy at 5 rupees and they sell after 3 to 4 months, they sell at 30 rupees per kg. Even these things are happening now also. So this, and 90% of the trade is petty trade, private traders. So these things are happening. But mid 1980s to 2000, there is this is called policy paralysis in agriculture. High cost of intermediation. So means traders, they take a lot of profit. Sometimes 25%, sometimes 20%. What will happen? Farmers share in consumers' rupee. Farmers share in consumers' rupee. That means what? If consumer, I am a consumer, I am buying at 100 rupees, but farmer is getting only 20 rupees. The remaining 80 rupees is going to middleman. So this is called high cost of intermediation. Intermediation done by whom? Traders, commission agents. And what I mentioned, Food Corporation of India, public distribution system. Food Corporation of India purchase from the farmers at minimum support price, and they sell to the through public distribution system. Leakages. 85% corruption is there during that period. And 30 to 35% grain never reach consumers. They sell it block market. And however, there is some success. Green Revolution is a success during 1960s. White Revolution is success in 1970s and 80s. And mostly that is led by the central government. As I mentioned, economic liberalization, industry and services liberalized. Two-wheeler, four-wheelers, airplanes, mobiles, all these are liberalized in 1990s, but agriculture is not liberalized. And however, because as a result of all these things, what is happening? Rural areas becoming poorer and poorer, urban areas becoming richer and richer. The gap between urban areas and rural areas are becoming wider and wider. Rural incomes, farmers' incomes go on reducing relatively, and urban incomes, non-agriculture incomes, who are employed in IT sector, who are employed in some business and all these things, their incomes go on increasing, farmers' income go on decreasing relatively. As a result, Government of India introduced two programs. One is MG Narega. MG Narega you must have seen in every village. So employment guarantee program. If you are not getting employment in agriculture sector, you may work as a casual laborer in petty activities in the rural areas like afforestation, like construction of farm ponds, cleaning of ponds, tanks, etc. And National Food Security Act 2013. Why National Food Security Act 2013? Every household should have right to food, right to food act. This is called right to food. This MG Narega is called right to employment act. Right to employment. Every household should have right to employment at casual labor at minimum wage. And National Food Security is nothing but right to food act. 2013. Food and employment, they gave priority in this 2005 and 2013. Means at least if you are not increasing your incomes, but at least you are not starved for food, you will get some minimum employment so that you can purchase your minimum needs. Again, 2018, Government of India, because farmers' incomes are decreasing, year after year relatively, because why farmers' incomes are decreasing? All commodity prices globally are decreasing over the years. So, to increase farmers' income, doubling farmers' income strategy 2016-18 started. Doubling farmers' income 2018 to 22, 16 to 22, we have to double farmers' incomes. Again, the recently Kisan Samman Nidhi, every farm household are getting 6,000 rupees per household. 6,000 rupees per household to through DBT, direct benefit transfer to farmers' accounts. Again, to liberalize for all these markets, agricultural market, to encourage private sector, to encourage Reliance, Adani, Ambani to put in a big market structure, to establish big retailers, to establish collection centers, to establish aggregation centers. So the farm laws 2020, you all know farm laws 2020, and they repealed. Repeal means they're taken back by the government of India because of agitation by the Punjabi farmers. So this is what Jai Jawan. We started with Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, and we also 1970 Jai Vignan. Jai Vignan means science and technology is very important, and now the recent slogan is Jai Anusandhan. Anusandhan means what? Extension. Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Vignan, and Jai Anusandhan. These are all the slogans in various periods of time. Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan 1965, Jai Vignan 1970, Jai Anusandhan in 1980s. So we, however, from 1980s onwards, we are becoming self-sufficient in rice and some other commodities. We started a little bit of even exporting. So maintenance of standards are very important. So Bureau of Indian Standards 1986 started. 1986 Bureau of Indian Standards started. So to export. agricultural commodities. Then in the dryland areas, because green revolution is mostly on irrigated areas, rice, wheat, sugarcane, like that. But in the drylands, mostly cotton, irrigated drylands, cotton used to be grown. The GM BT cotton started in 2002. Jai Vignan, the science and technology, BT cotton, genetically modified cotton. They started slowly, and adoption government permitted from in 2002, 2013. Just within a decade, we have becoming largest exporter of cotton in the world, because we adopted BT cotton, we adopted genetically modified organisms. So government is important for Food Corporation of India, Warehousing Corporation of India, public distribution system. Cooperative is important for milk revolution. Private sector is important for poultry sector, seed sector, and science and technology revolution in the private sector is also important for GM revolution, BT cotton revolution. So again, from 2003 onwards, Vajpayee government, 2003 onwards, government started slowly deregulating, liberalizing agriculture markets. What are the liberalizing components? Direct market, direct farmers market. You know, right bazaar, you must be knowing, right? Farmers themselves sell to any consumer. Direct farmers markets, farmers can sell to any exporter or anyone. Contract farming, laws, so that farmers cannot be mischieved by the private companies in terms of contracts. And this, model APMC Act, Agriculture Produce Market Committee Act. So in that committee, electronic national agriculture electronic market, direct marketing, contract farming, right bazaars, farmers markets, all these private markets, all these components of the new farm laws are introduced in this liberalizing agricultural markets to reduce this monopoly of APMC markets. This initiative. And forward contract agreement, Warehouse Development and Regulation Act, warehouses needs to be improved, modernized, e-warehouse receipts. Once you store the your food grains in the warehouse, they will give a receipt, so that even though your 5 tons of food grains are in the warehouse, you can get some credit out of that warehouse receipt. That is warehouse receipt. So all these new things are coming in. Model agriculture, produce and livestock, because until now, livestock is not, there's no organized market for livestock, meat, egg, and all these things. So we have to include livestock also in this model agriculture act, so that model agriculture, produce and livestock marketing, promotion and facilitation. The earlier is a regulation, now it is promotion of markets and facilitation of the farmers, promotion and the language is changing. Earlier only regulation and control and restrict. Now by 2017 is a promotion, it's a facilitation of farm to the farmers. And electronic national agriculture market started in recently 2018 onwards. Model contract farming act 2018, model agriculture land leasing act. Land leasing act is very important. Any village you go to, 30%, 40% of the farmers are tenant farmers. Until now, we don't have proper tenant agreement. Just they depend on the oral agreement. That is not for both landowner and the tenant. If there is a good simplified land lease act, that will be better. So all this facilitation and promotion of agricultural markets, land markets, labor markets, all these things started in 2003 onwards, and they started, and ultimately they ended at this. So what is the government intention to do all these sort of reforms? One nation, one market. What is one nation, one market? One nation, one market means, for example, I am selling oranges. I am selling oranges. I am producing oranges in Hyderabad. But in Delhi there is no oranges. Actually, they don't produce. They don't produce oranges. So ultimately, oranges has to be exported from Hyderabad to Delhi. So what will happen? So, for example, Hyderabad price is 100 rupees. How much price should be there in a Delhi market? If there is a one market, one nation means Hyderabad market plus transport cost to Hyderabad, that Delhi, that much price. So Hyderabad, in Hyderabad 100 rupees, transport cost is 50 rupees. The Delhi market price should not be more than 150 rupees. 150 rupees. For example, if the transport cost to Mumbai is only 20 rupees, that means what? What should be the price on Mumbai market? It should be not more than 120 rupees. If it is Calcutta only 30 rupees, then in the Calcutta market, 1 kg of oranges should be 130 rupees. That means anywhere in India, the oranges production center is Hyderabad, but anywhere in India, prices should not be more than production costs plus transport costs. So that is called one nation, one market. So government is going towards one nation, one market. That means all the middlemen, commission agents' profits to be squeezed. Profits should be reduced. Then only it is possible that one nation, one market will facilitate. That's why we are now talking about ENAM, Electronic National Agriculture Market. So we want to eliminate all the middlemen who are taking excessive profits, and then only we can establish one nation, one market. Barrier-free interstate market, barrier-free interstate market between Punjab and Haryana or Punjab and Uttar Pradesh, there is some cess or state commission, state fee. If that is 30 rupees, that should be eliminated. Interstate, there should not be any fees, any levy, any market fee, any border fee. There should not, zero interstate, barrier free. Market function right, and lot of private people should be there. There should be a competition between private players, because only one big company is transporting means they may charge anything. Transport charges may say 100 rupees, 200 rupees, they escalate because no other transport facility is there. But if there are some 5-6 transport agencies which are competing with each other, then automatically prices of transportation will be reduced to the competition level. Freedom and choice to farmers. Freedom and choice to farmers. So farmers now only have to sell at APMC market. Now the farmers can sell directly, direct market. They can sell in Raitu Bazaar. They can sell even exporters. They can sell at Reliance, Adani, Ambani. To anyone they can sell. So this, but the problem is, I don't want to go, this is very complex. These are all the objectives of the government of India. I don't want to go into this okay. However, phased for implementation of, so to make this one market, one nation effective, encourage FPOs. FPOs, now government of India is giving lot of emphasis on FPOs, startups. These are all essential. There should be many players. Farmers need to be empowered. When they will be empowered, they form groups and they compete, they bargain with the private companies in, oh, you give my tomatoes, you have to pay more, you have to buy at higher price. Then only we will sell. Otherwise, nobody will sell in this from this village. That is called bargaining. When this bargaining power will come, when they form groups, FPOs, when they form these FPOs, they can bargain with the private companies. Local level institutions. Local level institutions means what? Farmers collectives, because you must be knowing in Delhi, Safal, vegetable markets used to be there. Vegetables, fruits markets. What is the mechanism there? This Safal is having collection centers. Collection centers, around Delhi, 100 kilometer distance, they are having each village There are collection centers. So farmers will, these collection center, what will happen? Farmers will harvest their vegetables, say 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock evening. That vegetables they collect, these collection center they will sell. They will go and they will sell to these collection centers. This is that's why collection. They collection all the produce of vegetables and fruits in that particular collection center. Then these collection centers they will aggregate at Delhi center. Aggregate. There is aggregation and processing center in Delhi. One big aggregation and processing center. What they do? They collect from this collection center in the evening, 6 to 7, 8, 8 to 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Entire from all 100 villages, entire vegetables will go to the aggregation center. They process overnight. Preliminary processing, cleaning, grading, etc. And they by the morning 5 o'clock there are some 100 200 Safal retail stores. Before 4 5 o'clock, depending on the demand of each vegetables, this through specialized vans, these processed and early cleaned degraded tomatoes, bendi, all these things will reach to the retail shops of Safal. Means 5 o'clock 6 o'clock harvest, and morning 5 o'clock it is reaching to the consumers through this facilitation processing center in aggregation and processing center in Delhi. That mechanism is there. That type of sort of mechanism has to be developed. And SHGs at local level, how it is possible? Farmers collectives has to be developed. FPOs has to be developed. SHGs, self-help groups in local level collection aggregation, village storage structure, all these two things should be with the farmers. They have to be organized by the farmers producer organizations. Then only that will be there. So I don't want to go these things. This is very complex to you. Reason for low incomes to farmers. Reason for low income to farmers. Why there is a low incomes to farmers? Because you see any commodity, generally commodity prices will go on decline over the years. 1910 to 2020, prices are going down. Why prices are going down? Even though population is increasing. Because any commodity you take, rice, wheat, whatever, the production is increasing 5 times, 10 times. Whereas population is increasing just 2%, 3%, 4% over the years. Double, triple, not much. But that means production, food grain production is increasing more than the increase in the population. Then what will happen? The supply is increasing more than the demand. When the supply is increasing more than the demand, automatically these commodity prices in the long run will decrease. That's what is happening in agriculture. That's why farmers' incomes are reducing. Because why this is happening? We cannot consume, even though we are becoming rich. We are using ACs, we are using mobile phones, we are using 2-3 cars, but we cannot consume more rice. 100 years back, we are consuming 2 meals a day, 3 meals a day maximum. Now also we are consuming 3 meals a day. Our demand is not increasing for food, but our demand for ACs, demand for cars, demand for all these things is increasing. But food demand, we are not consuming for 100 years back 3 times. We are now also consuming 3 times only. We are not consuming 6 times. We are not consuming 9 times. So that's why the supply is increasing, but demand is not increasing. So that's why the global commodity prices are relatively declining. So once prices of farmers' produce is decreasing, generally what will happen? Relative incomes of the farmers will also decrease. So what is happening? So the another thing is that investment. investment is not increasing in agriculture sector. Because why investment is not increasing? As I mentioned, there is a stock limit restriction. When there is a stock limit, big companies like Adani, Ambani, Reliance, any big companies, they are not coming up in a big way in establishing cold chains, in establishing warehouses. Of course, they are allowed in the retail sector, but they are not allowed in agriculture stock limit, stock holding, warehousing, cold chains, and etc. That's why the investments are not coming up in a big way. So, who is investing? Only see, public sector 22%, private corporations only 2%. Most of the investments, total out of total investment in agriculture sector, most of the investment, 76% is from households only. Who are the households? Like, they are investing in bore wells, they are investing in drip irrigation, they are investing in sprinkler irrigation, very limited extent. That's why there is no technological breakthroughs at farmers level. So what is happening? Small holdings, they are getting low prices. As I mentioned, prices are not increasing that much. Because of the low prices, low incomes are not increasing. Incomes are not increasing, but their expenses are increasing. Education, household education, and health, health prices are increasing. Hospitalization prices are increasing, and agricultural input price also increasing. So expenses are increasing, incomes are not increasing. What will happen? Indebtedness. They have to take a lot of credit. And when they are in indebted, they are taking a lot of indebted and credit they are taking. They cannot invest much in agriculture. So when they are not investing much in agriculture, their holdings will be remaining low. They cannot purchase new land. They cannot invest in borewells. They cannot invest in new technology like precision agriculture, etc. This is a vicious circle. This is a vicious circle. So this is why low incomes are there for the farmers. And the current status of MSP implementation. Do you know MSP implementation? Which states, which commodities? Mostly paddy, and wheat. Paddy and wheat, you all know. Paddy and wheat. Paddy and wheat in Punjab and Haryana and Western Uttar Pradesh. Some of the states, again Madhya Pradesh something and UP something. So Punjab, Telangana, this is where the procurement is taking place huge. Punjab, Telangana, AP, these are Chhattisgarh. Some states only 5-6 states contributing more than 90% of procurement. Punjab is, for example, procurement of wheat. Punjab is contributing 35, Haryana 35, 23. So 3 states, Punjab, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, together they are more than 80%. Only 3 states contributing procurement, 85%. Remaining are only 15%. That means the procurement operations with the minimum support price at which government procures paddy and wheat, they are restricted to 4-5 states only. They are not spread to other underdeveloped states like Odisha, Chhattisgarh, this West Bengal, like that. And they are restricted to only few crops. So that means only few crops, paddy, wheat, sugarcane, and cotton. These farmers of these crops, and that too only 3-4 states. Punjab, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, UP, only 3-4 states. They are getting most of the benefit from this minimum support price. Remaining 17-18 states, farmers are not able to get. As a result, what is happening? Paddy harvest price in Punjab and Haryana is much higher when compared to the paddy harvest price in Odisha and Bihar. That is happening. So, and because MSP is not there for pulses, oilseeds, you see, this is that. The MSP, minimum support price of most of the states like Assam, less than 70%. Chhattisgarh, less than 10%. Paddy also. Even for example, gram, chickpea, less than 21%, less than 10%, less than 16% of the minimum support price. So, especially pulses and oilseeds, minimum support price, the market price is less than 20%, less than 30% of the minimum support price in most of the states, in most of the commodities, other than paddy, wheat, sugarcane, and cotton. That's why farmers are not able to invest in pulses and oilseeds because they are not getting remunerative prices, but their costs are increasing. So somebody asked this ENAMs, whether ENAM is a success story or failure story. No, any government scheme, when it is introduced newly, there are many problems. Any government scheme, there are many problems. For example, you all know MG Narega in each village, and you all know public distribution system. 1986 started, still it's working since last 40 years. When it is introduced, the corruption levels are 85%. Corruption levels are 85%. That means out of 100 rupees expenses, only 15% going to end consumers. Public distribution system when it is introduced. Now it is reversed. That means 85% going to end consumers, 95% going to end consumers, only 10% corruption is there in public distribution system. Even MG Narega also same thing. When it is introduced, corruption level are 70%, 80%. Now, slowly, with the digitization, with technology, with all these things, corruption levels are reduced over the years. Similar things will happen with electronic national agriculture markets. We have surveyed electronic national agriculture markets in 2016, 17, 18. During that period, they are not working that much. They are inefficient, totally inefficient. But slowly, they are adopting new technologies. They are adjusting the system. They are, identifying errors. They are rectifying those errors. Slowly, the efficiency of these markets will increase. Ultimately, so this technology, these institutional reforms, all these feedback mechanism, identifying errors, rectifying them in a timely manner through government supervision, monitoring, and all these things. Slowly, even electronic national agriculture also will become very successful. Again, we call them as a crowd effect. Crowd effect means what? If nobody uses, if your friend uses Facebook, there is a benefit. If your friends uses Facebook, you will get some benefit if you are having account. Because if your friends are also not using Facebook, what is the use that you use Facebook? Nobody will see you. Similarly, electronic national agreements or national markets also similar situation. If everybody uses, the crowding in effect will start. Everybody will benefit. Once everybody is getting started benefiting, the systems will improve. New technology will come. They identify the errors. They rectify them. So it's a crowding when the process starts. Everybody will use. Everybody will benefit over the long run, not in the short term. So when Facebook introduced 10, 20 years back, nobody used. Now almost 80% are having all accounts of Facebook, Twitter, whatever it is. So these things. Again, current status of APMC markets, as I mentioned, APMC mandi charges. For example, mandi charges, Punjab 8.5, mandi charges 8.5%, highest. That's why these why they are high. all these, rice, whatever they are, producing, Punjab farmers, they have to sell to the AP, Food Corporation of India through APMC markets. APMC market will cut 8.5%. 8.5%. They are charging additionally. They are getting some huge money out of it. So that's why in Punjab, because of the MSP operation, farmers are getting higher price, and middlemen also getting huge cess and etc. Markets also benefiting. Because of all these people, they are getting benefit. That's why they are agitating against this new formulas. So I don't want to go even now. Of course, even now mandis contribute. Out of small farmers, local within village, about 51% of the small farmers, they sell in the local market only. They may not be going to mandi, but whereas large farmers, majority of them going to mandis. So this APMC markets also not working well. There is a huge cess. So if we allow many private players, Adani, Ambani, Reliance, and all these players, there will be a competition. If they keep this 8.5%, what will happen? Farmers will shift from APMC market to other private player who charge nil. So ultimately, all the farmers will move from this APMC market to the private mandi where the charges are very less. So ultimately, what will happen? This APMC market also will reduce their charges. Reduce their charges from 8.5 to 2.5. Otherwise, all the people will go to the where charges are less. Like that. So always it is very important to have many players. Then only there will be a competition. Like as I mentioned, the four-wheelers. Then their farmers will be getting more benefits. As I mentioned again, you see, in Punjab and Haryana, any rice and wheat, Punjab farmers, their rice yield will be 5 tons per hectare, wheat will be 5-6 tons per hectare. Every year they are reaping some 11-12 tons per hectare productivity yield, and they are selling at MSP in huge profits. And they are also using lot of fertilizer per hectare. You see, fertilizer consumption is much higher. Fertilizer consumption is much higher in Punjab, Andhra, Telangana, Haryana. Andhra Pradesh, Punjab, Telangana, and Haryana, Tamil Nadu. Whereas very less in Rajasthan, very less in Assam, Jharkhand, very backward states, fertilizer use is less. Whereas developed states like Andhra Pradesh, Punjab, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, fertilizer use per hectare is much higher. Again, MSP, as I mentioned already. So I already mentioned, I think we can stop and we can discuss probably. Huh? So these are some of the things which you have to know. I already mentioned all these things. Huh? And what is happening nowadays? Food subsidy is much higher. And where are the opportunities for startups or young entrepreneurs like you? There are many opportunities in for startups in crop insurance. Lot of startups are coming up, and input industry, pesticides, fertilizers, bio inputs. Nowadays, agriculture is shifting from bio inputs like biopesticides, biostimulants, growth hormones. Agricultural credit, crop insurance, you all get some good employment there. I think I will stop here, maybe. So this is my contact email and contact mobile number. If you wish to contact me for anything, I will be more happy to answer your your
On
thing.
behalf of everyone here, I want to say big thank you, sir. Your contribution made this session extraordinarily meaningful and memorable. So, dear participants, those who are interested to ask any question or have any query, please ask in a
I am seeing some questions one by one. I will first answer.
yes, sir.
Look, Land Lease Act, Agricultural Land Lease Act. Land Lease Act, nothing but they are having some formal agreement type of thing. That is a 5-6 page agreement between landowner and land tenant. So there is a written agreement. So I am leasing out my own land. This is the annual charges. This is the agreement. With after this year, this is applicable to this particular year. And if you want to renew it, he can renew. That option is also open. It's a written agreement between landowner and tenant farmers with proper how much is the rent per annum, what is the mode of payment, and also lapse of the agreement. This type of minimum things in the land lease agreement it is there. It will facilitate both landowner and tenant farmers because as they will have their written agreement and that will facilitate the tenant farmers to have credit, access to credit, crop insurance, all other government support schemes. And Kisan Samman Nidhi, this is Kisan Samman Nidhi. Almost all the farmers who are having land ownership, they are getting Kisan Samman Nidhi 6,000 rupees per household. Now, and government wasteland. For example, nowadays new innovative land regime, land management regimes are coming. Some new companies are coming, land pooling companies. We call them land pooling companies. So what they will do? They will come. They pool, nearby land of all the farmers, some 100 acres, pool. They pool all the 100 acres, 200 acres, one piece. Now they are scattered. Each farmer is doing 1 acre, half acre, something like that. They want to pool all the land of smallholder farmers and they cultivate. They make it one piece and they cultivate. They use big machinery. They use precision farming. And as a result, what will happen? Their yields will be increased. They mechanized all the farm. They commercial, the large scale operations they will have. They sell at higher prices to some export or some specialized produce they can do, and they reap a lot of profits. And that profits they redistribute among the farmers because from the farmers they pool the land. So that system's also there. And for example, minimum support price policy is not applicable as on today to medicinal and aromatic plants. And for even this 23 commodities, which every year government of India announces minimum support price, it is practically implemented in only 2-3 crops: rice, wheat, and sugarcane and cotton. That 4 commodities. That too 4-5 states. Remaining all 23 commodities out of these 17-18, they are practically not implemented. This minimum support price is acting as a signal price. It is a signal price. Signal price is nothing but anchor price. Anchor price is what? Anchoring means all the traders, commission agents, farmers, okay, this is the future price. Say minimum price per gram is say 75 rupees per kg. So keeping that 75 rupees, farmers will make their own acreage adjustment. How much area they have to grow chickpea, and traders how much they have to trade. That type of decisions, this anchor price will be helpful. Otherwise, it is not practicable as on today. Any questions?
So thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Anything? It is understandable or complicated? All are able to understand all these things?
If anybody asks question, please ask.
Yes. Agriculture is, as on today, most all the agriculture produces tax free. There is no agricultural tax. That's why all MPs, members of parliament, businessmen, all these people, they show their income as agricultural income. Yes, remedy for increasing farmers' income. To increase farmers' incomes, first is yields has to be increased. Yields has to be increased. Our India's yields are about half of the global average yield, about 1/4 of the global best yield. So there is a lot of scope to increase yields, grow fruits, vegetables, meat, livestock, where the growth and incomes are more. High value crops, we call them as a high value crops. Use precision farming and all these latest technologies, GPS, GIS, and precision agriculture, satellite sensor, all these technologies. So technology and the branding, processing, FPOs, all these things will enhance the value of branding. And export oriented commodities, focus on export oriented commodities, then your farmers incomes will be higher. Yes, government waste land also can be leased in by the farmers organizations, producer companies. That is happening in Kerala actually. Government waste lands they can lease in, and they can pool, they can grow, if not crops, agroforestry, livestock, goat, sheep, etc. they can do.
So thank you so much, sir.
You can follow me at Twitter and all, so you will get some latest information and update. I shared my link. And MSP is not applicable to vegetables mainly because Government of India procure rice, wheat, and they can store up to 1 year. But vegetables cannot be stored. If they procure, for example, tomato, if they procure at 30 rupees per kg, immediately they have to sell. Same day they have to sell. If they keep even 1 day, that is not usable for, nobody will purchase. So that's why vegetables and fruits, there is no MSP, there is no procurement. If they procure, they have to sell somewhere. Rice and wheat, they can procure and they can store for 1 or 2 years even, and they can sell afterwards. But fruits and vegetables, they cannot procure. Once they procure, they have to sell somewhere immediately. That is not possible. Sir, can you, inflation, what is inflation? Somebody asked, inflation is nothing but in a simple language. Today, what is the date? Today is 26 July 2024. 26 July 2024. For example, the price of, say, food, tomato, food grains is, 1 kg of rice is, say, 110 rupees. 110 rupees per kg. 110 rupees per kg today. Last year, same day, 26 July 2023, 1 year gap. What is the price? 100 rupees. Last year 100 rupees, this year the same day 110 rupees. This gap between the same day in a year, it is called inflation. 10% inflation. 100 rupees, 100 to 110. 10% inflation. For example, some other commodity, apples, last year 100 rupees, this year 120 rupees. How much is the increase? Same period? 20%. So 20% is the inflation. So that is the definition of the inflation. Anyone? Any questions? General questions also you can ask. I can. Now I understand the importance of economics. Somebody told.
So thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. How to establish FPOs? So FPOs, it is under the company FPOs. No, FPOs is a bigger thing. There is a difference between FPC, farmer producer company, and farmer producer organization. You have to keep in mind. It can be done in 2-3 ways. Farmer producer companies to be established under Companies Act, whereas farmer producer organization as a cooperative also you can establish under Cooperatives Act, under Societies Act also you can do. There are many number of ways. I think they can arrange a special lecture. This is very, very important. There are number of ways to develop some FPOs, start FPOs. One is Company Act, other one is Cooperative Act, even Societies Act also they can do. Any FPO, farmer producer organization, any organization, collective of some 5-6 farmers or 10 farmers, collective of some 10 farmers, may be registered, may not be registered, all these things, so many know their specificities are there. I think they can organize one lecture on these things. So we can close.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Huh? Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you
very
so
much.
much, sir. Thank you so much.